young professional musician from the beautiful village of Stroud. My career started at age 7. A very strange experience where I usually would go to the girls' high school to wait on my sister. And when she finished classes, she would take me home. And one day, you know, being so curious and miserable at that tender age, I heard this particular song coming from their band room. And I went there, very inquisitive, started playing around with the instruments, and the tutor at that time, which was Francis Llewellyn, asked me if I wanted to learn the instrument, and it was a yes. And then as time goes by, every day was a different instrument. And that was just my humble beginning. And then at that time, I was still trying to find myself as an individual. So then I started doing other things, which is playing football, doing a bit of athletics. But then, fortunately, the music obviously took the bigger lead. And then I just decided to stop everything and just take music as a career, or playing the steel pan as a career. The steel pan is really a unique instrument, because if we look at the history of it, it's the only non-electronic acoustic instrument that was invented in the 21st century. Getting very intimate with the instrument, I then started doing my research and really studying the history of it. And so then I started pursuing it as a career and start looking to see where I could go or where this could take me. So then I approached the government for a scholarship to go and further my studies in not just music, but the whole performing arts aspect of things. Yeah, and from there, my calling and my mission has always been to uplift the instrument in whatever form or whatever way. Francis Llewellyn, he was one of the first, I would call him a pioneer or icon, who really brought the whole steel pan thing to St. Vincent. Part of my thesis was really to study the evolution and the revolution of the steel pan. I think my mission and my duty is to really bring out that aspect of the instrument, and then I really wanted to share with the world this rich history or this rich culture of the instrument. I give birth to steel expression. It was called steel expression at first, and then I started giving it different themes every year. And I gave birth to it as an exam in Jamaica. And then from the critiques from my tutors, as I say, it was an exam. The only critiques I was given from people like Ibu Cooper, who was the founding member of Third World, and Mast, who was one of Jamaica's best female singers. They were like, the show is ready for the road. And then I came home in my 3rd year, second to last year at school, and persons keep asking me, what are you doing in school? And where's your development? And obviously I couldn't walk around and say to everybody, this is what I'm doing. So I decided to form a team and put it on a stage. And we got Steel Expression, and it was well appreciated. And people keep asking, are you going to do our next one? And I went ahead and I said, okay, I'm going to do Steel Expression, the Graduate, which obviously was my graduating year, and it was just appropriate to name the show that. And then I really brought out different elements of a graduate, not just the performance aspect, but how am I going to give back as a graduate or an educator now. And the appreciation keep growing, the fan base, the support of the show keep growing. And they say I really wanted to show people that, you know, I also respect my pioneers, the persons who are responsible for the different musical genres and who has been influential to me, and people who I look up to as musicians or artists. And I decided to call the show I Am Legend. And the flip side of it is that I really see myself as a legend in the future. So it's really a state of mind to where I want to be and where I'm going to be. So a lot of persons ask me, why am I calling myself a legend? It's just basically a state of mind to where I want to be. To be able to become a legend in that area, but then I normally say to people, I see myself as the MJ for steel pan, Michael Jackson of steel pan. So I kind of live that life too, in terms of the dress code, my approach towards the stage, my stage presence. So that's why I see myself a couple of years from now, like how he's the king of pop, I could probably be the king of steel. Just live it, and whatever you do it with a passion. And what's more important is to study the historical aspect of whatever you're doing, because you need to know where you're coming from to know where you're going, and foundation is key. So whatever you do it with a passion.